Well, I figure I'd decide to give a little update on this weed eater. I had been using it a lot, a few hours after when I got done mowing by this morning. I was trimming right behind my fire pit area, and which is I already got done before my mom gets off her work. And I was doing some little bit of cutting on this old grill I had. That's the old grill. It's been sitting for many years. My dad used it all the time when I was a kid. We used to done cookouts outside all the time when we were doing that. It's just been sitting there ever since. And I did refill the strain head back in it. Which I already done that before I went to go check the mail. But I think the whole world is definitely still going to be the same, just like in the past. But everything is still going to be completely the same. You know, by the time when you're definitely, if you're in the future, when everything is definitely the same, that way when you grew older during that time. I was born in 2000. I was born 26 years ago, which I'm going to be 26 years old. But I'm still in a young age. But in the age 40s, you still be in the young age before you hit the 50s when you get older. But I'll show you the other weeder I'm going to work on. If you remember the FS110, I'm going to transform it into a 90R. I'm going to take that part off with that bicycle handle on it. Took that off and put it onto the FS55 straight shaft. Put it on the FS55 shaft motor. And get new heads. New gear drive heads. And put that bush guard onto it. So I can use it as a brush trimmer. And that one as a regular style weeder for around the house and the garage, including sometime in the figure weeds too, just like that one. But I've been using this trimmer a lot. I've been really enjoying using it quite a lot. As you can see, it's been used a lot. Been used for a long time after months. But I did got it for Christmas. That's where I was cutting the hedges right by my grandmother's property line on her abandoned field. And there's my field right over here on this side. I do got security cameras. Security cameras in use. But my future plans with what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a 6-ton mini excavator to go inside this garage, which I'm going to transform to one of these vanes into a little garage for my 2-cycle equipment, including lawnmowers and stuff. But I could still use this to put my side-by-side and lawnmower, riding mower, and a bigger riding lawnmower in there. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do one of these by turning it into a little workshop where I could definitely work on my saws by sharpening the chains on them. And there's my old yard machines. The engine's locked up on it. I can't even get that thing to turn. So I might have to get another motor for it probably next summer. Might try to get it back to life. Which that's definitely going to be soon. But I love using this weeder a lot. Very nice machine and powerful. Been way powerful for me, what I like using on my property. And the only thing that was so neat is a stop button where you wouldn't have to turn the switch on. You had to turn it on manually. But it's been a good trimmer. Always starts and runs. I'm not going to start it. But I might start up for real quick and let you listen to it. Still runs like a champ. I can't rev it because there's no guard. I'm getting used to it without a guard. To stop it, you hit this button right there. And that comes on automatically. Starts back up and turn it off. But I've been weed whacking a lot because I am definitely losing weight. Because it's a very good exercise for me to do. That's the reason why I love weed whacking, because it's way much fun than riding on a riding mower. But I really love those things way better than some of the bicycles. But I like the two-cycle version of bicycles. Bicycle handle version for brush cutting. But I may make the FS55 a big brush cutter with a blade on it, but who knows. I might put a blade on that thing and use it as a brush cutter. And this trimmer in the FS110 as a string trimmer. That's probably what I'm going to do. But even that, it's a very good machine. I love those trimmers. They're the best trimmers in the USA. But even that, I'm still going to keep using it without a guard. But if you're going to use it like that, but all you got to do is hit the concrete to level down that string when you give it a little bit of full string length. But you got to be careful, because if you don't want to feed it too much. If you feed it way too much string without a guard, it's going to hit you in the legs real good, because you got to be careful. It'll shin your skin pretty good, but if you're not careful. But they are pretty dangerous like a chainsaw, but I recommend you to shorten your string down on the concrete pads or concrete blocks. I advise you to do that before you start trimming again. But anyways, there's the review update on the FS94R. I love this trimmer. I give it a 5-star rating. It's the best trimmer there is. Always like and subscribe, and always leave a comment, and thank you all for watching.